Good evening, or good morning, or good afternoon, and we're in two panel because, well, usually we are in two panel in the pre open. So before we begin, just a quick note about something that's been near and dear to my heart for the last 13 months, but quite frankly, the last 11 years, in that of multiple sclerosis. The National MS Society is a collective of passionate individuals who want to do something about MS now, to move together towards a world free of multiple sclerosis. Multiple sclerosis is comprised of. Wow, my microphone went out. Hang on. Multiple sclerosis is unpredictable and often disabling flare-up of the central nervous system. Such flare-ups disrupt the flow of information within the brain and between the brain and the body. The National MS Society is the largest private funder of MS researchers in the world, investing more than $1 billion to date. MS stops people from moving, but the National MS Society exists to make sure that MS doesn't. To contact the National MS Society, please call 1-800-344-4867. Once again, 1-800-344-4867. Or go to their website at nationalmssociety.org. As we were talking about earlier in the week, I'm raising money for the MS Walk in Media in April, late April. And you can donate to that at rebrand.ly/a venture to a cure. Again, rebrand.ly/a venture to a cure. Thank you to all of you who have donated money to this amazing organization. It touches me in so many ways, and I appreciate all of you. And on that,
it's time to talk.
It's Friday evening. I went to work today. I worked out, went for a run. There's something I'm missing. A conversation about anything and everything. This is the Venture Forward. We have talks. good evening, or good morning, or good afternoon, wherever you may be, and welcome to VF Talks. I am John Venturini, and I am in the dark. Yeah, within 15 minutes of going on air, I lost power in the area, so I'm going off of battery power right now and my phone. But as we say, progress not perfection, and no point in doing the normal thing where I say, hey, I wonder who this awesome fun things is. I might as well just bring him on. And, wow, there we go. Hey, Matt, how are you?
Hello, everybody. Hello, hello.
Oh, I take it you have power, obviously.
I do. Lots of power.
You have the power.
Although I didn't on Tuesday, the power went out for 19 houses, and mine was one of the 19.
That's a win of the unlucky lottery, isn't it?
Well, it happened. There's a new part in the big metal green box in front of my house that has all the electrical stuff in it. Something needed replaced there. But when I was working, I heard this pow, and then everything went dark. But everything's on battery backup here, so no damage to any of the equipment. I was really happy about that.
And if it looks like I'm looking at the wrong camera, I just apologize in advance. My monitor is not. I'm looking at my monitor over there, so and then my pre-roll is progress, not perfection, right? Let's see who wins the door prize tonight.
Is this through your cell phone?
Yes.
Are you doing the? Are you sharing the cell network on your computer?
Yes.
Or are you doing Ecamm through the actual mobile phone?
I'm doing Ecamm through so I'm using the Wi-Fi signal from my phone to power my MacBook.
And okay, that's what I thought. Yeah. Okay.
Right. Speaking of that,
that's crazy. Yeah. I'm. How pixelated are we, everybody? Are we very pixelated?
Let us know in the comments. Let's see who wins the door prize. That would be Jaden. Jaden with a purple heart and a green heart on YouTube, who says hello. Hello, Jaden. How are you? Hope you have power. Marilyn says, Matt, it's not streaming on your channel.
I checked. It is now.
Okay.
I think it maybe had something to do with the Super Terrific Awesome show not ending or something. I don't know, but it's working now. Thank you for the heads up, Marilyn. I love you.
We love everybody here.
She's always looking out for me, JV.
Marilyn says, wow, everyone's here. It says hi with 4 purple hearts. 4 purple hearts this time. And 3 waves. What were you saying there, Matt?
I was saying Marilyn's always looking out for me.
Oh, Marilyn's amazing. Speaking of someone else who's amazing, Jamie, who says, hey, JV, wanted to get on tonight, but I can't swing it, unfortunately, so I'll be able to listen and chat on the chat here as I am finishing work. Sorry, don't worry about it. I don't have power here, so you're fine. You're fine. Ah, and the lights came on. Look at that. As soon as I said that.
Yay. I guess you can't switch the internet.
No.
Or maybe you can.
But you can't make this stuff up, can you? You really can't.
No.
I mean,
no.
Oh man. Well, Jamie also says, well,
we'll have to fight through the low quality mode.
That's right. And now my printer's going off and everything. Well, VF Talk it up next Friday. Looking forward to that, of course. Sammy says, hey, everyone. Hope you're doing well. Jamie says, up in Maine, the wind is crazy here. And she says, oh, my God, John, sorry about your power. Well, it came back on. Yeah, that's the AT&T 5G network. It's not a shameless plug. Yeah, they're not a sponsor, but they're working out well there. We got Rich Vibes, who says, hey, Jamie. And hi, Rich. You'll say hi to Jamie, but you won't say hi. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Rich, host of Sunday Night Live with Rich Vibes. Sunday nights, 2 p.m. Eastern. Incredible DJ. Love him. Love all of you. We also have Brad, who says, hey, Jamie. Hey, Sammy. Hey, Rich. Hey, Marilyn. Hey, JV. Hey, Matt. Hey, Awesome. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Jaden. I think that's everybody.
We're all here, baby.
We are,
and it's Friday night. I've been looking forward to this. I look forward to this show.
Me too. Me too. Let me see if I could switch. All right, so you're on. Let me see if I could switch this real quick as far as the because you did bring up a really good point. Hang on one second.
Go off the air. We'll be back.
I think last time I actually got knocked off, and I think the stream ended. But I'm hoping Matt will call back in, and I will be in 2-panel until then. But it's funny how JV is pushing buttons. One sec. Matt, if you could actually call back on the Ecamm link, that would be great, because I lost you here on the interview mode. So, in the meantime, Rich says back. Welcome back. Hopefully I don't look pixelated now. You know, the 5G network is one thing, but if I'm pixelated, well, there's that too. Might as well go to main for a second or two. Let's see. There we go. And we've got lights and everything. It's fantastic. All right. So Matt says he's trying to get back on the show. All right. I'll wait for him. You know what I'll do is I'll turn this off and turn it back on and see if that does anything. Okay. Austin says, hey, JV. Hey, Austin, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Hope everybody's doing well as we try to work all this stuff out right now. As far as the National MS Society, I'll talk about that again. Raising money again for the National MS Society at rebrand.ly/adventure to a cure. The MS Walk is in late April 23rd, over in Media. And basically it's a 3-mile walk to raise money for the National MS Society. Again, an incredible organization. I am very thankful for the National MS Society because of all the research and all the education that they do on multiple sclerosis and demyelination. So again, rebrand.ly/adventure to a cure. We have Laura joining us on YouTube who says hi with a orange heart, a blue heart, and a purple heart. Hi, Laura. Hope you're doing well. Austin says he is doing great. He had a wonderful stream with Paul Burke earlier. I'll catch that on replay. And then, let's see. Can I check the Venture? Let's see. All right. I'll try that. See, I got that taken off. Putting the interview mode back on. There he is. There he is. Okay, got that. Matt is back. He is in the green room. Guilty as charged, Your Honor. And we will go back to the 2-panel. I'll just do this. That works just as fine as everybody else. Okay, so after 5 hours, we're back.
Hey, there we go. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Sweet.
Awesome.
Sweet. Oh, my. Well, I hope you have a lot of awesome things to share. I have a few fun things.
I do have a few awesome things to share. My pace, because I mentioned last night that I'm running a half marathon in March. My pace has gotten a bit better. I did 3.5 miles tonight, and I'm at about 9-minute mile, which for someone who was 480 pounds, who could barely walk 13 feet. He's at least running 3 miles at a decent pace, so I'm very
27 minutes.
Yeah, 27 minutes.
Nice. And it's a 13-mile.
13.1 miles.
I wonder if I could run 13.1 miles. Do you think I could do it?
Well, I got a couple of pieces of advice about this. Like the first piece of advice I keep on getting is, well, can you run a 10K? Yeah, I can run a 10K. Can you run a 5K? I can run a 5K. Realize that a half marathon is a double 10K plus a little bit extra. So I have to be able to run a 10K twice in a row.
Wait, if a 10 isn't a marathon 12 that you're doing?
A half marathon's 31 and
how much?
13.1.
So 10 is not half of 13.1.
Well, no. A 10K, yeah. 10 kilometers is 6.22 miles.
Oh, it's 13.1 miles?
Correct.
Are we talking miles and kilometers and
yes.
not the same measure? Oh, okay.
This is feeling like Abbott and Costello for a second. At third base, right? So a 10K is 10 kilometers. 10 kilometers is 6.22 miles.
Yeah. But...
And then a half marathon is 13.1 miles. So they say that if you could run 2 10Ks in a row, back to back, Well, that would basically be 12.44 miles, and all you have to worry about then is the additional 0.67.
How much distance is like a track and field track?
Track and field track is 400 meters.
So 400 meters is a half mile, right? So we could go around four times would be a mile. So I'm just wondering how many times do I have to make a lap, or how many times do I have to lap a track and field track in order to equal a 10K? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Okay, so let's break it down this way. An oval, a track and field oval is a 400 meters, or nearly a quarter mile, right? Yeah. So if you do that oval 4 times, you have reached a mile.
A mile, right? Okay.
Right?
All right.
So if you're going to do 13.1 miles, which is a half marathon, that would be 4 times 13, or 52 laps.
52 laps. Okay. I wonder if I could do 52 laps. That would be an interesting experiment.
Rich says a marathon is 26 miles. Technically, a marathon is 26.2 miles.
Oh, my. Wow. Crazy.
And Austin says track and field tracks are approximately a quarter mile. That's right.
All right.
And Jamie currently has an 11-minute mile, which is great.
Sarah,
what's that?
Isn't there some statistic where 7 minutes, like what determines you're actually running? Isn't there a X number of minutes a mile means you're running versus not running? Is there?
That is, so it used to be a set sort of philosophy about that. I would say, as far as my rules are concerned, because everybody's different and we always talk about, exerted effort or perceived effort. For me, I do a 4.5 mile per hour jog. I do a 5.5 mile per hour light run, and then I'm in running mode once I break the 6.
Got it.
The tiebreaker, though, is it's not necessarily the speed of the treadmill, right? So if I run outside, I'm going to run faster outside than I do on my treadmill.
Okay.
Rich being specific now, 26 miles, 385 yards is a marathon, because what's the story? I had to go up to the Queen's balcony. So 26 miles and the 385 yards was the extra run. Saren said she used to walk a good 20-minute mile, and now she can hardly walk down the hall. Saren, I'm sorry. Thinking about you, though.
Not good. What about elevation? How does that play into marathon, if at all?
Oh, it does. It absolutely does. So with respect to atmospheric elevation, or the above sea level, North Carolina, Cary isn't that far above sea level, right? It's it's not in the mountains.
Coastal.
It's a little bit higher than coastal, but it isn't like running in, say, Denver. As far as the track itself, there are hills. There will be hills that are a 5% grade, 6-7% grade, whatnot. So that'll be one of the challenges on the course, which, funny enough, is a loop. It's 6 miles down one way, or 6.5 miles down one way, and 6.5 miles back. So you're making a circuit. So it's an interesting course, to say the least. I'm actually really excited about it because, one, it's called the Greenways for a reason. The horticulture and the trees are absolutely beautiful down there, especially in late March. I'm looking forward to that for sure. But secondly, I think it's a course that I can actually tackle. It's not like I'm looking to run. My cousin Ian, by the way, incredible guy. He's run New York City 7 times. And I think about the hard last 5 miles of the New York City Marathon, going through Central Park and everything. Like, he's done it. And it is arduous, to say the least. So it's like, I'm fortunate that I don't have that sort of challenge in that of Cary in the Greenways. Not bad for a first half marathon, right? But then again, my goal is just to finish the darn thing.
Right. Okay. Wow. Wow. What an endeavor. Yeah.
Austin says my lung capacity can't handle running or biking. My legs are fine. It's all my lungs. I had asthma as a kid, and I know it's not really an excuse, but still. He goes on to say, I tried my hardest for years to train my lungs, but I just couldn't do it. It hurts so much that I would throw up, but I keep trying, and I'm still trying, still no progress.
Life isn't fair. It's just the way it is. It sucks. Yeah.
It's something where I know that I'll never be the fastest runner, but I'm just fortunate that I'm actually doing something. And like, it's that's what this is. And I think when we deleted the first time back in August of 2020, I said what I wanted to do was run a 5K, 10K, a half, and a whole. It had to take till 22 to do that because I don't know, the Backstreet Boys reunion tour and whatnot. But I'm finally at a place where I think I could pull this off. And it's definitely being a preparatory ground for running a harder race in that of Portland. So we'll see how this goes. I just want to finish. That's all I want to do. I just want to finish.
Got it. Got it. Wow. Yeah, that's quite the goal. Quite the goal.
So what's one of the big pieces of news on your side of the house?
Well, I don't know if I should buy a luxury item.
A luxury item?
Ooh. Thinking about buying something not cheap.
Always with the Backstreet Boys reference. Something that's not cheap.
Not cheap. I'm thinking about buying a new piano.
Oh, okay. We're finally coming to a consensus on this, or at least gravitating to a selection. So,
yeah,
where do you stand with Pianogate?
Well, I am torn between a piano that's just a measly $200 more than this one, which would be perfect for me, but is admittedly not much of an upgrade. And I would eventually have to replace it. Probably 3 years down the line, but I would probably have to replace it. Or I can spend an obscene amount of money.
An obscene amount of money.
On a piano that I would never have to replace, and it would have all the bells and whistles in it. So I don't know what to do.
When you say all the bells and whistles, what exactly are all the bells and whistles of your piano, your dream piano?
Okay. Well, first of all, a lot of it has to do with the keys themselves. Okay. These keys are weighted like an analog piano. Okay. But more expensive pianos more closely mimic an analog piano, meaning the keys on that end, the lower end, are heavier because on an analog piano, the hammers are larger,
right,
to strike. So there is a subtle difference in pressure between the high notes and the low notes. And some digital pianos mimic that shortcoming, for lack of a better word, into the key bed. Also, when you press them halfway down, it's a little bit tighter, and that mimics the damper flying up off of the string. So when the hammer strikes it, the string can. So there's that other little quirk of an analog they built into it, and even the damper pedal, the sustain pedal, you can turn this feature off. But on a analog piano, if you slap the pedal down, you can hear the wood hammers flying up. It'll go clunk. It just makes a sound because it's a piano is a mechanical thing. They've built the mechanical clunk sound into the damper. Now you can kill it. You can turn it off. So it has 2 piano engines and 2 synth engines.
Mm.
And you could, for example, play one note, play a note, and it can be an upright piano and a concert grand at the same time.
Mm.
And it's kind of nuts. I don't know. It's
How
it has,
much? So you say a luxury investment. Yeah,
yeah.
we could do a little Prices Right if you want. You can tell me higher or lower. I'm gonna start off the day's bidding with $8,000.
No, no, it's way less than that.
Okay,
Way less
all
than
right,
that. Well,
that's good.
I was looking at one.
Hey Sandy, how are you? Great show before.
I was looking at the flagship product from this company, Nord, Nord. That's the company I'm thinking about buying from. The
Nord.
flagship item is $5,000, but I don't want that one. They make a different one that is more of a more piano than it is synthesizer, and that's the one I want.
Jamie says $4,795.
No, it's a little bit. It would be $3,500, but with tax, it would be about $3,700.
Sorry, Jamie, you went over
for what I want. But you know, that is it would just be so nice. I'm only thinking about it. I don't think I'm going to buy it anytime soon. But yeah, Rich Vibes. He knows the piano I'm thinking about it. So it's called the Nord Piano 5. Nord Piano 5.
Nord Piano 5.
And it just came out like 4 or 5 months ago. It's a new model. Yeah.
I didn't want to get a copyright strike, but I would play the Losing Horns if I had them in my
Yeah.
A couple comments about the swimming versus running versus jogging versus walking. Austin says, and I got the wrong one. Austin says, my mindset is as long as I'm trying, and I've kept the mindset. Of course, there's been doubts that it'll never work, but that still doesn't stop me from trying. He then goes on to Rich and says he's terrified of swimming, mainly because he's hydrophobic of water touching the neck. And then reminds people that he can't swim because he's hydrophobic. So there's that. And then Brad says about piano, he says, piano. My grandma played the piano all the time when I was growing up. She wasn't great, but she could play. Mostly just hymns. But I loved listening to her play it. I miss it.
Yeah, it's a fascinating instrument. It is I'm really diving in deep, I would say. It's just so cool. They've been around over 300 years. They're really, and they've been unchanged mostly.
One other thing Jamie said that resonated with me is do what you love no matter what, because there is always going to be someone better. Thinking about someone better will be what stops you, though. So just do it because you love it. Thank you, Jamie, for saying that.
Oh, that's exactly what I mean. I'm even doing it on YouTube. Like that's an even extra layer. But I make no statement about my quality. I'm like, this is me. This is where I'm at. Follow along or don't. You know what I mean? That's sort of my mindset. Like if you want to watch me play, I got you covered.
Love watching you play, man. You're awesome.
I try. I'm at this point now where I'm like, do I want to make the video where I play the right hand, record it, play the left hand, record it, and just smash it together? Or do I want to try and get it where I can play the whole thing together? I'm like, I'm right on the precipice where I'm like, oh, I don't know.
Sammy's a fan of the Korg Chrome EX music workstation. And then he said, yeah, and he also says that he has a keyboard that has a floppy disk drive.
I know someone who bought a digital camera with the floppy drive insert, the 3.5-inch floppy drive, and she had to do a report, and she went outside and took a picture of the building and then put it in the report. And the board was just floored that she could do that without going to the 2-hour photo or whatever like that. And it was just the greatest thing ever. It was a Sony camera too, and it wrote to disc. Crazy.
Rich says to Austin, shame Austin is a great low impact, high resistance weight exercise and not of swimming. See, we're mixing both the topics now. See if that will work for a while.
Well, with here's a health question, because it's no secret I have been on a diet and I have been losing weight, and speaking of swimming, I'm like, how much would it be to join a club that has a swimming pool in it? Because I think what I would do is I might actually go work out if I had a pool. Now, I know things like, what's the purple one? The
Planet Fitness?
Yeah, like they don't have pools like that. That's like the low end, I believe.
Well, that's why they're so cheap too, because they don't have to pay the insurance of having a pool.
Yeah. And so I was like, if I had access to a pool, I think I would actually use it. You know what I mean? Because I love to swim. And it's great exercise.
What's your favorite kind of stroke with the swimming?
Oh, dude, I am so basic with it. Just, overhead like this.
Just a crawl stroke.
Yeah. Yeah. But I like it because it's low impact, and you don't care if you sweat because you're in water.
Right.
It's like the perfect environment. And I like to be in the water. I mean, I enjoy that. When I go to Hershey Park, I am in the wave pool, in the lazy river. Yeah, I'm doing the water stuff.
Have you ever tried doing laps in a lazy river before?
They don't like that very much.
No, they're not big fans of that.
Because there's a lifeguard every 17 feet. They got eyes on everything.
Specifically every 17 feet.
It is great.
Not 16, not 18, 17 feet.
Yeah, you've got 4 eyes on you the whole time because they don't want any problem. Could you imagine if there was a problem at a theme park? I mean, the press, they could lose millions plus. I don't even want to think about it. But yeah, no. It's good employment too if you can be a lifeguard. I couldn't be a lifeguard, not because I wouldn't enjoy saving people. I would love that part. I have to be active. Lifeguard is sitting there watching and not doing anything else, not reading, not listening to a podcast. I'm like, I'm not wired that way. So
focus.
More power to people who can do lifeguarding. But that's just not me. It's just not my station in life.
You also have to get your CPR certification. You have to know how to lifeguard. You have to get certified for that. I mean,
and plus you got to be out in the sun. I typically don't like to be out in the sun, which is odd because I love to be in the water, and you're usually in the water when it's sunny out. But still,
would you consider yourself a lobster?
Not if I can help it, because I slather it on, baby.
Would you consider yourself a rock lobster?
Oh yes, yes. A rock lobster that can play the piano somewhat decently.
I burn a bit, so I need to use SPF like 579 on my skin. Whatnot.
I have the coolest hat. You should see me in my Tilly hat. I don't know if you're familiar with the hat brand Tilly. But I've got this awesome. I love buying things that. Have you heard about Buy It for Life? Like, there's a subreddit called Buy It for Life.
I've heard of it, yeah.
And it's products that you only have to buy one. Like, they have a steel comb. It's indestructible. Like, you buy that comb, you'll never have to buy another comb. And you're like, well, that hat is a Buy It for Life hat because it's made out of material that like boat sails are made of, and the stitching is all like you can't cut the stitching with scissors. It's and you can wash it, and it will be the last hat I ever buy. Anyway, it's really nice, and it's
The
got the
last
brim
hat
the whole
you'll
way
ever
around.
own.
It shades me from the big yellow thing in the sky, which anyway.
The
I
big
don't
yellow
have to.
thing, the big yellow one's the sun.
Yeah,
That's what Brian Regan always told me.
yeah. So, do you have any items that are so high quality you would never have to buy that item ever again?
No.
Oh, you gotta have something.
Um, I have collectibles. I have old baseballs and baseball cards. I mean, I guess theoretically that would be in that category, but as far as things that I would never need another one, like a hat or whatnot, I don't have that.
I don't have too many. I consider this microphone a buy it for life. These microphones will last decades. They're
I'd
so
say
well
that
done.
about the Yeti, but then I believe I'd be jinxing myself.
Well, see, now the Yeti has a computer built into it, and it has an A to B converter and a preamp. So there's a lot of stuff inside a Yeti. This is just the microphone because you have to add your own preamp. So there's a lot less that can go wrong with it. And anyway, so I would say this microphone is a buy it for life item, and that's probably it. I don't think I have any other buy it for life items, but um, my hat and this.
I still think about the Sony ECM51.
What is that?
That would be known as the Bob Barker microphone.
Oh, yeah, that's very lightweight. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And knowing how much longevity it had over the years, I mean, obviously Drew's using a different version, but it's like a take on that. Like the ECM 51 was a long time investment for CBS for
Oh,
Television City.
I think I need to ask a tech question to the audience. Can I use some airtime to do that, JV?
Yeah, I could put you on solo. Yeah, let me do that.
Okay.
Hold on.
All right.
Wait for
So
it.
this is a tech question for anyone in the VF Talks audience. Maybe even for Sammy Cool. All right, Sammy
Oh boy.
Superstar. I might be in a situation where I need to buy 8 microphones for my to live stream the township commissioners. I might have a gig where I need to buy all the equipment, set it up, and train people to use it. So, which microphone should I buy 8 of? I'm thinking probably the Shure M58, like the old standby. But I would be interested to know which microphone would you buy if you needed to buy 8 of them and use all 8 simultaneously. And I think the Shure M58, correct me if I'm wrong, I think they're dynamic microphones with the polar pattern that will reject everything except in front of the mic.
Sammy says the SM58 is great. And he's rhyming, so he's a poet and you didn't even know it.
So, next question, is it a dynamic mic, and does it have the Cardiard polar pattern where it will reject sound to the sides and to the rear? Those are my next 2 questions.
You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to say. You join us if you wanna go on camera and tell us those.
Question, will this be one time or many times? All 8 mics will be used simultaneously, and this will be for a monthly meeting that will repeat in perpetuity. So yes, they will be used over and over again.
Sammy has a lot of them.
Okay. And I was also thinking about buying, this is kind of changing the subject. I have another question. What about the mic LSP well, those are USB. I don't want USB. I don't think that's safe to do. Like, can you bring 8 USB mics into Ecamm? Like, is that even a thing? And I would have to run USB cables everywhere. I don't know. No. I want to do XLR, and then I would need an 8 XLR input mixer too. I have no idea what to buy there. I just went on Amazon. I found one, but I guess the next
going to come up and talk about Sammy. The link's up there.
Yeah. So I would need to know what mixer to buy and what microphone to buy. And if the microphones are dynamic that can reject the sound. And then changing the subject, I was thinking of buying the Samsung or not Samsung, the Samsung mic that looks like the Shure 58, but has USB and XLR in it. Oh,
Sammy's telling you that he can give you some great advice. And,
okay.
You know, there's the link right up there. So great advice is a link away, Matt.
Yeah.
Wait for it.
I don't think he has the link. I think he probably has to type that in. Maybe we can give him the link directly.
Rich says Samsung is a good brand. And Sammy says you can get the Samsung mic. It's $60 and it's great. Austin uses it.
Well, yeah, I'll have to. The thing is, I have unlimited. I don't have unlimited money, but I have. I could choose either one. Well, they're like, can we do it for less than $10,000? I'm like, hell yeah. I mean, a computer's $1,400. GoPros are $500 each. I need 3 of them. I need 8 microphones. That's $800. I need cables and microphone stands. I need to buy a television because they want to see the live feed, and I guess a stand for a television. I don't know how much those are, and zip ties and power strips and UPSs and things like that. But that can't be $10,000. No way. And then a mixer. I thought mixer would be like $2,000. An 8 XLR input mixer is like $250. So
Sammy's going to help you.
Okay. All right. And the whole thing is this gig might not come to fruition, but I'm kind of thinking it might. So I just kind of want to be ready for it when they say, okay, let's go. And they give me a credit card. And then I have to figure out a way to buy it through my affiliate account. Like I'll have to use someone else's account and then go through my affiliate store. And then I don't know. Or maybe I shouldn't do that. I have to play by the rules.
Rich Amazon says, would it be worth putting 8 mics into the preamp first?
Well, isn't a mixer a preamp built in? See, this is where because a mixer is a preamp and an analog to digital converter to put it out to USB. I don't know.
My question is, would 8 mics help Austin swim faster? See, now I'm combining topics again. Sorry, don't mind me.
I do not know. So yeah, I'm thinking about putting 1 camera on the board of directors table, 1 camera on the podium, so when people come up to do public comment, and 1 camera in the corner looking at the whole room. And then I could switch them with Ecamm. And yeah.
I like the way you think.
And then train someone because the guy asked me, he's like, now there's going to be other people bidding on this. What if someone says, how much experience do you have? I'm like, look, let me stop you right there. I'm like, I'm not going to fight for this job. I'm like, if you want me to do it, I'll do it. Like, or not. I don't give a F. Like, you know.
You literally said, I don't give an F.
Yeah. I didn't say F when I was talking to him. I actually said the bad word.
Oh, but, no.
I mean, you know, if you want me to help you out, I'll help you out. If you don't, then if you want to pay $40,000 to someone else to do it, go for it. You can waste your money.
What I would say is that Matt knows his S.
And I'm like, well, I counted up all of my live. I'm at 170 some all things YouTube live streams, and on Awesome Fun Things, I do those in the morning. I'm already at 120. I'm like, I'm well over 300 live streams into this. I'm like, look, he was here in the office. He came. I was like, well, you got to come to my house and see the equipment. I'm like, I know what I'm talking about. I've got 3 cameras here ranging from $100 to $500 to $1,300. I've got a nice mic. I got a soundboard. I'm like,
You have a fantastic studio.
Thank you. And it was $40 at a time. Just saving the pennies.
Little by little.
Nothing happened quick in my studio. And I've been streaming for a long time, as I said. And yeah. And
as they say, Rome wasn't built in a day.
So. Looking back on some of my old things, because I was using this C920 Logitech for a long time. Well, I was using this the laptop, just the camera on the laptop lid, and then I switched to the C920, and then I was using this old thing via USB because I figured out that Ecamm would take the USB output without a capture card, and this got a little bit better, although it was really dark because it didn't let in a lot of light. And then this started like, it was just quirky. Like, it just wasn't always reliable. I'm like, mother effer. I'm like, I'm buying that flipping Sony camera. And I just put it in the cart and I hit buy right away. So I couldn't talk myself out of it.
And mother effing.
That's what I tend to do. I tend to get so much mileage out of my equipment. And that C920, like, my goal was just flood the thing with light because it's so crappy. It doesn't have very much. It doesn't open the aperture. And I'm like, well, I'll put lights all around me and I'll light up the room. And I even got it to the point where the background was a little bit blurry, just a little bit.
Just a little.
And I was on one of David Foster's stream, and he was I was chatting with him, and then he asked to do it. He only did this for a short while, and he went to look at your channel and he gave you advice.
Yeah, he was.
And he asked me what camera I was using, and I told him it's the Logitech C920. He goes, I don't believe you. That's the best looking Logitech C920 image I've ever seen, and it's just because I tweaked all of the color bars, and I flooded it. Like, I pushed it as far as it could go. He was impressed.
Rich says, check out beginner Eurorack RX 1202 FX.
For the mixer. Okay.
Yeah. And Austin says, hello, gentlemen. I am back. Welcome back, Austin. How are you?
Okay. That's $400.
And Jamie says, hit that like button. I concur. Like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell. Buy me a coffee. buymeacoffee.com/ventureforward. Muchly appreciated.
Yeah, and the commissioner I was talking to is like, well, we already have mics that just go into the sound system. Can we use those mics? I'm like, it's got to come out USB. I'm like, no, we need new mics. Like, I'm not playing with legacy hardware.
Brad's wondering, we're trying to do a giveaway tonight. Are we giving away anything? Car? Are we giving away the car tonight?
You get a car. You
get a car. You get a car.
Everyone gets my How to Be Awesome on YouTube course. That's for free.
Mm-hmm.
Go to allthingsyoutube.com. You can get a free course.
Rich says 8 XLR inputs, and we got Budget Paul Burke joining us. That would be Austin. I'll assign him to 2. Go to 3 panel. Hopefully the power doesn't go out again. There we go. And that's Jamie. That's the wrong one.
Jamie.
That's the wrong one. That's what we want. That's what we want. And you're not playing
just
the role.
Just a heads
Jamie.
up.
Yeah.
Probably 15 minutes. I'll probably nope out of here. There's dinner waiting for me downstairs. We had it ordered in.
Very good. And then Sammy's joining us because you have one, you have the other, and go to 4 panel.
Hi, Austin.
And now I got this. Hang on. Hold on. We'll get everything going here. There we go. You're not Rich Vibes. You're Matt.
Hello.
And Sammy.
Hey, Sammy. Hi, Austin. Good to see you both.
Hello.
Mr.
How's everyone?
So which 8 microphones should I buy and which mixing board should I buy?
Okay, so so I have a couple recommendations. Do you want like the most control or the cheapest or the best sound? Because we could go multiple ways.
Oh! J Rose buys me a coffee. Thank you.
That was loud.
Drink a coffee over there.
Coffee.
Thank you, Jamie. Appreciate it.
Well, the mics are only spoken word, so they don't need to be high-end mics.
Oh, totally. Because there's Behringer that they make actually a pretty good replica of the SM58 that is $19. That sounds pretty good. So you could actually use that, and there's a sound test. Sounds pretty nice. You can use a mixer board, have eight mics, perfect, or the Samson QTU. That's what Austin is showing.
Oh, and that's the one with the XLR and the USB.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, Paul, or what's his name? Tom Buck recommends that one.
Yes, and also this is the SM58. I have a couple of them, but this is an old one.
Those are $99, right?
Yeah, but this is older than me, and this has, look, it's cracked, it's messed, but it still works. So this will last you for the next 20 years. But also the Samson QTU is another great one. And then I really like Mackie. That's a great one for mixers or Yamaha.
Mm-hmm.
You can get a great Mackie one. I have one for like a 16 channel one.
16 channel. Okay.
What would a 16 channel mixer cost? That's good.
And it has 16 mics, but you might not need that. And then another
well, he really wants 10 mics. He says we really need to have 10. I'm like, let's go with 8.
Brad's trying to figure out Sammy's accent. He's asking, where is Sammy from? Sammy?
Jazzy.
North Jersey.
There's this great one that is really high tech that I know that a lot of people like. It's from Behringer. It has 10 mic-ins, USB out. You have control, and it's like $500.
Is it 10 XLR, or is it
No, I think it has. Yeah, or 16, one of those crazy. It's crazy. And then you can control it from the computer or the iPad. So it's much more fancy, and you can do all that fancy stuff. So you can actually, some people like the faders, but sometimes you want like a little digital box, or you can always go for a old school one. What are your...
Let me ask.
What do you want?
Is the Shure M58, there are dynamic mics, and do they have the polar pattern that rejects off-axis sound?
Yes. Okay. So the dynamic mic like this will you won't hear a screaming pig. So if I had the drums or keyboard or a piano, this rejects. That's why they love the SM58. So if you have anything, it's a perfect mic. But
I'm using a mic.
Perfect. I'm using a shotgun mic, but that's going to pick up everything. So
here's my laundry list of equipment. Let me just run down what I'm thinking of, and then you can say yes or no. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to get an M1 MacBook Pro, 16 gigs of RAM.
Why a MacBook Pro?
Because it seems like the easiest thing to do.
Because because I was about to say, there's a couple options that you could do that is cheaper and a little bit easier. But are you going to do a countdown timer or no?
Oh, they'll have Ecamm. They're going to buy Ecamm.
Oh, okay. Because I was about to say another option is the A10 Mini. I have been playing with it, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't think I think I would get 3 GoPros with the media mod and 3 capture cards. That's probably what I'll do.
Austin, I
Because,
feel the same way.
Wait, are they liking the tech? I don't know.
I always join in when they have these talks and I cannot contribute. I just enjoy them. I just sit here and it's like, they really know their stuff, and I'm glad they're talking about it.
If this isn't venture forward material, we can talk
No,
about
it absolutely is. It's absolutely VF Talks material.
Okay.
Because I was about to say we could move it
No, keep going.
off.
Keep going.
But I was about to recommend on Facebook Marketplace, there's a lot of used Sonys, and so you could pick one up for a Sony that you can use the stock lens and it would look fine. So that means you can have more capabilities. That's just an idea. So if they ever wanted to invest in a zoom lens that you can zoom in, and that's just an idea.
I'm thinking I want ruggedness, because this equipment's going to get set up, broken down. I'm thinking you can run over a GoPro with a truck and it'll still work.
True.
What
And
is
that's
the
what and this is why they use the SM58.
Yeah.
Bars use it. Every concert, there's a test. You run over a truck, the mic still works. So so you need that. You need gear that actually will survive. So it's going to be a break setup.
High is 350 in Puerto Rico and 314 in Costa Rica. That would be the Pirates of the Caribbean.
All right. So yeah,
awesome.
That's I think what I'm gonna do is just get the low end Macintosh. I won't even get the M1 Pro or the M1 Max. I'll just get the regular M1.
Jamie says, "Don't run over your mat. Don't run over your mic, Matt."
I won't. But yeah, I don't know. I think it'll be a fun project.
20 baked bean tins, lots of string, Rich says.
Yeah, so if you were interested, you could get one for like the price has gone up, but I meant it was like you could get one for $500. I know that's a little steep, but
the mixer.
GoPros. No, the camera. If you want.
Oh, like a Sony.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would you say that's a Sony of your Oni? It's an oldie but good one, isn't it?
And also,
I was muted. I actually laughed at that one.
Yeah, thank you.
And with this project, I'd make their YouTube channel and I'd put a killer banner on it, and I'd put the artwork for the channel icon. I would have the logo of the town, and I would do the overlays, and I would put the people's names in the lower third, like it would be nice. And he's like, well, what about if someone wants to call up a map? I'm like, oh, how's that going to work? I'm like, does the person running Ecamm need to do that? Or can I hack into someone else's computer who's displaying like documents and things like that? So I'm like, ugh. He's like, well, I think you would have to do it. And he says, what if someone has a piece of paper? Can you put like an overhead camera? And I said, I have an ancient overhead camera I got from, there was an auction at the school, the public school. I have it over here. Let me show you. It's really ancient.
Rich did a gig at a fertility clinic. He got a standing ovulation. Yes.
So look at this. Look at this thing. So it's got USB out, and this thing telescopes up, and it comes out like this. And that's a camera. And when you put something underneath it, and then it's like a video camera in the sky. You can have this piece of shit. It's horrible, but it works. If someone wanted to put a piece of paper and show the commissioners.
For the viewers at home, when we said piece of S before, we meant piece of shit. Thanks for watching.
So.
Totally.
Rich saw this bloke chatting up a cheetah, and I thought he's trying to pull a fast one.
Ah, so this is the one that I was talking about, Matt.
Oh. Does that have
So-
enough input? Oh, that has exactly 8? 1,
8
2,
inputs.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, okay.
And it's much more modular.
Well, that's like a rack mounted thing.
Yeah.
Yeesh.
You want that or no?
Yeesh.
I don't know. I was thinking about putting something on the table.
Like
But-
like
Rich
this.
says the advantage of easy origami is twofold.
Yeah.
Something like this. Okay.
Isn't that like $200? Like, how much is that?
That's 600, but it's much more premium. You could get
Okay.
one for 200 16 channel mixer.
Austin says, what do you call a wet bear that lives in both the North and South Pole, has constant mood swings, and is attracted to both male and female bears? A bipolar bear.
Very funny.
Well done. Well done. That's
But
well done.
Austin's he's on the show, but he hasn't said one word on the air yet.
No, but his
I was
comments
just
are
letting you guys
gold.
talk.
They are comedy gold.
You
I'm
can break
sorry.
in. Like, the words break in are the foundation saying of VF Talks.
It's also a felony.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about, though. So,
Look at all these mix. There's
I
not
mean, I know what
one-
you're talking about, but I have no input.
But do you have output? Rich says to the gym instructor, can you teach me to do the splits? He said, how flexible are you? I said, I can't make Tuesdays.
Oh.
Now this would be
He says,
overkill.
Austin
for
is
you.
outspoken on camera like me.
This would be overkill for you, but
Yeah.
It's like you're doing a news report about mixers. You got the wonderful corner, you got the upper corner. Oh, fantastic.
What is the typical number of XLR inputs? How does that go? Does it go 4 and then 8 and then
so
12?
there's 4, 2, 4, 8, 16,
Whoa,
24.
Is there anything between
32.
8 and 16? Or do they just
No,
jump by?
I think they jump. I forget, but I have a 32 channel mixer right over there.
Brad says,
Like,
yeah,
you can-
Austin, you did not have to
So-
put up the shenanigans from the likes of these people.
I don't
There's a
have to.
12
I choose to.
mix.
That's right. Sadomasochistic. Austin says, you say, my math teacher called me average. I think she's just mean.
Look at this one.
What?
I'm going to put an affiliate link in the chat.
Rich met a
I was
bloke
about
with a
to say,
didgeridoo, and he
Sam.
was playing Dancing Queen on it, and I thought that's aboriginal.
Do you have access to the chat, Sammy? I put a
Yeah.
link. Like, this is $159 and it's 14 XLR inputs. Like, this thing has to be a piece of crap.
Yeah. But I was about to say, I was about to say 1, 2, 3, 4.
Or 12
5,
channel. I'm sorry,
1, 2,
12
3,
channel.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
So I found a mixer that is much more, that is like $500, but it's 16 channel and all that stuff. The thing is,
$500.
no, the reason is I'm going to the more premium brands. I have what's it called? A 30-year-old mixer from the 90s that is still usable, and it's a Mackie. So
Decided to sell
I'm-
super.
I'm trying to
Fucking
get you
dust.
some great gear for, good price. But
Austin says,
Good
what
one.
did the farmer say when he lost his tractor? Where's my
Um,
tractor? This juxtaposition of microphone soundboard talk and puns, brilliant. This is
also
for your Emmy
Behringer is good.
consideration.
I could just get 2 Rodecaster Pros and that would have 8 XLR inputs.
No, but
That would
that's
be-
too expensive.
Yeah, that would be $1,400.
And for $1,400, you can get Paul Weber level. You could have
yeah.
the same mixer as Paul Weber.
Wabba!
ProSonos, yeah.
Rich says,
Wabba!
I'll tell you what I love doing more than anything, trying to pack myself in a small suitcase. I can hardly contain myself.
Weber! Now this would be hit.
I can't get over that these 12-channel mixers are all less than $150.
Austin asking the question, does anyone else have zero idea what they're talking about? I love it though. I agree.
So this is what Weber has.
Weber!
Weber! So it has a lot of mics. 1, 2.
Oh, that has 1/8-inch inputs or XLR for
Submitted
each channel.
For your approval.
And this is more
Midnight
digital.
High.
It's digital. So you can set, hey, I'm going to
Yeah, see-
have this person on, and then you can preset.
Oh,
So you-
see, this has to be used by a temp. You know, I need
Yeah.
ease of use.
You want like a old, give me,
Like all
Give me a-
analog knobs.
oh man.
Would you say that, Haas? Brad calls this tale the tale of the twisted claw.
Okay.
What's for dinner tonight, Matt?
Chicken nuggets from Chick-fil-A.
Mm-hmm. With the sauce?
Hell yeah.
Gotta have the sauce.
Oh, I found out something about Chick-fil-A's recipe.
Mm.
I also found out something about Chick-fil-A's recipe.
Do tell, you go first.
Austin, you're
They
first.
brine their stuff in pickle juice. Their chicken in pickle juice.
That's what I was gonna say.
Oh, Austin's first with the news.
Yeah. See, now when you get a Chick-fil-A sandwich, do you take the pickle off or do you eat the pickle? I'm a pickle on
I eat
type
the
of person. I love
I love
pickle.
pickles.
Me too.
Chicken
Pickles
nuggets,
are
Brad says.
Underrated.
Now, when I say they brine the chicken in pickle juice, they don't marinate it. They don't leave it in overnight. It's just like 30 minutes sitting in there, and then they take it out because you don't want your chicken to taste like pickle.
Right.
Jamie,
You just want to have like that.
Jamie loves pickle brined fries. While listening
I
to
love
Sunday
fried
Night
pickle.
Live with Rich Vibes. It's a plug. It's a plug for the show, but yeah.
So this is what Matt wants. Is that correct?
Yeah. That has with more XLR inputs.
Rich says,
Yeah.
You know, someone actually complimented me on my driving today. They left a little note on the windshield. It said parking fine. So it was nice.
Well, this was fun. I always appreciate the tech help, everybody, and Sammy. I do. Every time I talk to Sammy about tech, I end up spending thousands of dollars.
Sorry.
Sammy, you're very expensive. You're a very expensive man.
He helped me choose the Mac Mini. He talked me in while he answered my questions, and that's where it led me. And
He
I'm
also
very
talked
happy.
you into that BMW, right?
I wouldn't not take a BMW.
So is this in person or virtual?
In person, at the meeting, broadcast to YouTube.
So
No-
there
no
will
re-
be. So there will be a live.
I'm so lazy.
Oh,
I gotta smoke a
Live.
line.
It's live. Yes. This isn't
So-
behind closed doors. These are public meetings that are going to be streamed live on the internet. No editing afterwards. Whatever comes in, whatever hits YouTube, that's
Because
gonna
I
be-
was
It's
about
what
to
it is.
say, I wouldn't skimp out on a mixer if you want good quality plus good audio quality. but I've found a great mixer for it's $529 and it's really great. It has 16 inputs, a XLR output, USB, and quarter inch. So that means, and also submix. So that means if you have these in-ears like I have, those are like $16. If you have a long cable, you can make a mix. So if you want to have someone that wants to hear the music, or if you want to have someone hear the stream or the final output, you can. So
I
this
really
is
love
what
corn-
professional
corn jokes. They're so
musicians
corny.
use.
They make you a laughing stock, though.
Okay.
But as long
Yeah.
as you're outstanding in your field,
But
Thank you,
the
Austin.
Ecamm will just see it as one
Yes.
audio device.
Yes,
Yeah.
but you can have more control. So if you want to have this, so pretend if they ever have like a speaker and they just want to hear it from this, you can do all that fancy stuff.
Rich was stealing things in the supermarket today while balanced on the shoulders of vampires. He was charged with shoplifting
Vampire.
on 3 counts.
Okay.
3 counts.
All right.
Oh, there's one that comes with for $529 with XLRs and quarter inches.
Gotcha. So the quarter inches would be for like a guitar or something like that, right?
Guitar, computer, yeah.
You should probably see
But
a doctor about
I
that,
would
too.
just get 8 or 9 or 10 Shure M58s.
Or the Samsons.
Should I buy those?
Those are great. Or now this is another one. Samsung makes $30 mic. That is pretty good.
$30 mic?
That sounds great.
Uncle Ben has died. No more Mr. Rice Guy.
Oh, I feel bad. I feel bad for Austin.
Sammy
But-
says the Mackel Pro FX16 V3. Mackie. Sorry. I was thinking
No, it's
Macklemore. Mackie Pro FX16 V3.
Yeah.
16 channel 4-bus professional effects mixer with USB.
So you can also do effects. So it's
I-
really hip. What's the
I
cool
would be a
kid
little
thing?
nervous spending $30 on a mic. That seems way too low, or 40 or whatever you said it was.
So I could get you a good deal.
Jamie says Mr. Mackie Mac. Okay.
Well, you know,
Okay.
I'm thinking $100 a microphone sounds reasonable.
Okay.
Do you want me to switch to 58?
No, you don't have to.
Okay.
Thank you. I know what they.
Okay.
Rich says I saw this advert in a window that said television for sale, £1, volume stuck on full. I thought, I can't turn that down. Okay.
Oh.
Well, got that again.
Alrighty.
Oh, there's another mic that I have that is $60. That is pretty good, made by Shure. It's called the PG57.
Rated PG. Brad says gonna take mom to Walmart. Enjoyed it, guys. I will see yins at some point.
PG53.
And Austin reminds us that the
PG-57.
opposite of Microsoft Office is macro hard on fire. Oh god.
PGA 57, $60.
Yeah,
Cardio dynamic
Macro hard. on
instrument
fire.
microphone.
but it sounds good on voice. It's pretty fine.
Sure,
Okay.
PG57. And Jaden is still here if you're scoring at home.
All right, everybody.
Brad says to all my RA people or anyone else invited JV, Jamie, or whoever else, there will be a late night Zoom here in a bit. JV and Jamie, you down? I might be. If not, I will definitely see you tomorrow. And Rich loves jokes. Remember that. Rich loves jokes.
Late night Zoom. Is that a live streaming friends thing?
It is a
something else?
recovering attic thing.
Oh.
Matt, thank
Maybe
you,
I should
man.
just. Maybe I should just buy 8 Shure SM7Bs. Spend all the monies.
should.
That might be the answer.
Yeah. How does this mic sound?
It
Sounds great.
classy.
This is the SM58.
Nice.
But old.
Sold. I think that's what I'm buying. I'll just
Which
buy the
reminds
straight
me, it's good to
XLR.
make people smile. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
And then you can get a wind muff for like $10 or something to make them
Yeah.
popping.
The commissioners can pop their peas all night long.
Pizza pick pipe and pickles.
Well, frankly,
Salamander.
they won't be right up on the mic. I think it'll probably be like 10 inches away from their mouth.
But this
Let's-
is like dented SM58 running through a Focusrite. So
Will
this
that
is-
sound good 10 inches away from your mouth, Sammy?
Hello, this is Sammy.
Yeah, it's kind of.
No.
Hello.
No.
I had to turn it
No.
up. It's more like, hey everybody.
Oh.
Do that 10 inches away from your mouth.
Okay.
Hey everybody. I'm Hey everybody. I have to
That's
turn
good.
it up.
Okay.
But that was just a test.
Because these people are politicians. They're not performers that know how to use microphones.
That's what
Have
she said.
you ever
That's what she
thought
said. That's what she
of-
said.
Using lav mics.
That's my furry friend to make
Oh.
me a lunch. He
Because
said,
you can
"Alpaca
get
your
good
lunch."
lab mics for like $50 that sound amazing.
And they're XLR.
Conjunctivitis.com.
Yeah.
That's a site for sore eyes.
Ooh, I might that could be a possibility. I could do lav mics for the 5 commissioners, and then do 4 or 3 SM7B or SM
58.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get one for sure yeah. You
Surely
can get one
just.
you can get one for $30 from Comica, and then Sony has one for $100.
These are
And-
XLR lav mics.
Yeah. Okay.
I would not want to spend
What?
$30 on a lav mic. That's XLR.
That's
I wouldn't-
one option.
Rich was reading a book, The History of Glue, but he couldn't put it down.
Yeah, maybe that's the next thing. Find me 6 lav mics that are XLR that are decent, that'll last forever.
Something like this.
What brand?
Movo.
Acme.
Is that just what came up?
No, I have used them before.
Here's Movo. Mine's $33.95. What was that one?
It's
Movo LV4's -0.
yeah.
Would that make you a Movo
They make
buying
great.
mofo? Just asking for a friend.
How long is the
And
What-
then you
would I need to get any cloud lifters for like
No,
because I
no.
might have to run like 30 feet of XLR cable back to the
Oh, I have. Okay. Matt, I have ran
Ran so far away.
200
away.
feet of XLR with fiber, so there would be video. So I have ran video and audio feed over 200 running into a recording studio, and it sounds fine. So you're not going to get any audio loss. So you could have it 200 feet in another house. and-
Another house.
The signal will work.
How long is the cable for this?
Yeah. Don't I
14
look like a
miles.
comedian? What's the deal with Ovaltine?
See, the thing about the lav mics is they're omnidirectional. Won't they pick up everyone else's?
Yeah.
Because if Commissioner 1 is talking and Commissioner 2 is shoulder to shoulder next to him, won't the Commissioner's 2 lav mic pick up Commissioner's 1 speech?
Why do you want dynamic? Because you could do a simpler setup. You could just have in a row for a like a 2020, a good
2020.
mic that is around $100, and it's a famous mic. You could get 4 of them, mix
up the
them
whole
well.
room.
Yeah, but then everyone can hear them.
He's being chased by chicken murderers.
Do you know what I mean? Because then
So you're saying
Well,
don't mic the individual commissioners, just mic
No,
the
no.
room?
you could, but if you want budget friendly, you know what I mean, and much more easier, so they could be 10 feet away, like Gloria or someone else, and
Who's there?
because that's an example, because she doesn't like the mic in the shot. But I mean, like, you could have someone a couple feet away that picks it up. With the SM58, you have to be like here, or else you can't hear anything. But you could turn it up.
So do a directional shotgun mic.
Maybe.
What did the mime say to the other mime?
How many directional shotgun mics do you think I would need? Can like one mic pick up 2 commissioners?
Yeah.
If I had it like
That's-
7 feet away from them or something?
That's
The
why
guy
I
who
was
invented
saying the
crosswords today? I
condenser,
can't
or
remember
even a
his name. It's P something, T
pencil
something
mic.
R.
Yeah. Right.
But also the SM58 is another option. But I know all these commissioners don't know how to speak.
That's a
Yeah.
shotgun and emoji, by the way.
That's the problem. That's going to be a problem. None of these commissioners are going to hold that mic 3 inches from their mouth. I know that.
So that, yeah. Maybe you could do overhead.
That's what she said.
Do you have what is it called? Because I might be able to look up something to show you.
Leave chickens alone. They're already being persecuted.
I feel like we're
themselves.
taking over the stream.
Austin says my jokes are getting shale. The road is getting really rocky, but they really hold sedimentary value. And you keep on talking about inches. We'll keep on saying that's what she said, because that's where we've gone to.
So what is it? Is there like an example that anyone has done before? Matt?
Well, for me, you're looking at what I've done before, right here. This is what I do.
No, I know that, but I meant like,
Russians
has
have gotten
anyone
enough
else
for the
done that
chickens. They've got for the
before?
Czech.
Like another soul.
Oh man.
I
Or
don't
does
think
this
so.
Okay.
Brad's saying maybe I'm not going to Walmart. Jamie Rose, you mean Sherry Zoom, eh?
Okay.
And Jamie's reminding us we have gone off the rails on screen and in chat because it's
Yeah.
Friday and we talk
I
about
think
anything and
I'm-
everything.
I think I'm going to bounce out of here, folks. Thank you for this tech
Okay.
discussion.
We
Sorry,
can
I
talk
took over the-
offline.
There's
Okay.
there's Chick-fil-A with your name on it, if I remember
Yeah.
correctly.
There is, and this, this show's getting a little squirrely. But I love you all.
Matt, I love you, man. Very much so. You're awesome.
Yep. All right, everyone. Thank you for dealing with me and putting up with
It was
me.
an honor and pleasure, my friend.
I will catch you on the flippity flip.
Flippity
And I'm
flip
going to make
flop.
an announcement about my Stream Deck icons probably Sunday. So follow me on the socials and get in on my email list because that's where I'll announce it.
Brad says, have a great night, Matt. Great shows tonight, brother. Both shows. Awesome. The
Thanks,
super
Brad. Thanks,
amazing,
Jamie.
fun show, and this. You're great.
All right. Austin, Sammy, JB. Love
Great.
Later, Matt. Bye.
So let's switch to another topic.
Well, I'm going to actually put a bow on this in about
Oh.
5 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
But I
Can I?
enjoyed
Beast.
this conversation about, he knocked himself off again. It's 2 in a row. It's 2 in a row. Oh, that's fantastic. Austin, thank you for making me laugh during that. That was
Oh yeah.
that was incredible. It's absolutely incredible. I hope you have a great weekend, sir. You have any big
I
plans?
hope you have a great weekend. Not really. Today was like the biggest day. Only because like you're gonna watch it watch the replay of my stream later, but I can just spoil it, tell you what it was about.
Go for it.
a year ago today, I met Paul, so it was our friendship anniversary.
That's right. Oh, that's awesome. Paul's
So-
such a great guy.
Yeah, and he was
So are
like
you, my friend.
so are you.
Thank you.
But he was like the branch that led me into your channel, to everybody else's channel, into LSP, into Sammy, and all of that. So I really felt like he deserved a special little live stream for me, showing how much I cared.
Paul is an incredible improv comedic mind, but I would say comedic mind in general, and he's a great friend, and I have made just the most amazing friends in these communities in the last year and a half, 2 years, and I am so thankful for all of you, including you, Austin. You're incredible.
Yeah, so are you.
I'm going to cut this down, go to one panel, or go to Maine. That's what you always call it. Go to Maine, put a giant bow on this, and talk about next week's shows.
Right.
But we'll do another VF Talks 1 week from tonight, and I hope to see you there, my friend.
Oh, you definitely will.
Awesome, man. Take care of yourself. Have a great weekend.
You too.
Austin and Matt and Sammy. It was a great conversation for sure. Let me go back to Maine, because that's what we call this over here. This would be Maine, but it's just me, because there's no one in one. It's just go over here. That's what I am. There we go. Hey. Brad raises a really good point. What about me? Am I incredible? Brad, you're absolutely incredible. And Brad, I am very thankful for your input to the show, but also your friendship. You're incredible. Incredible, awesome, and I am really, really just thankful for all of you. Rich reminds us that this bloke said to me, "I'm going to attack you with the neck of a guitar." I said, "Is that a threat?" They just keep coming. We had a little bit of everything tonight, didn't we? We had a power outage. We had the use of a mobile phone for a little bit of this presentation, this VF Talks. We had a lot of mixer and audio equipment talk. We had a lot of puns. We had all of it, and I look forward to this every week. I love all of you guys. You guys are incredible. Let's talk about next week. Tuesday night on The Venture, we're going to talk about 3 years of this diet. 3 years that saw me drop 314 pounds. And we're going to talk about that story, but we're also going to talk about what this looks like going forward and the important sort of milestones I'm going to cross, or at least attempt to cross, in the next few years. So that's the conversation on Tuesday. Thursday night, we're going to talk about the two people that came into my life that got this train on the tracks, that really changed everything for me and basically taught me to draw this love and respect and honesty to myself first so I could share it to anyone and everyone. Taught me so many great things, and I can't wait to tell that story on Thursday night. And then 1 week from tonight, we're going to have another VF Talks. So the two Venture 4 episodes, Tuesday and Thursday, that would be 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific. The next VF Talks, 1 week from tonight, 6:30 Eastern, 3:30 Pacific. But until next time, I'm going to say the same thing I say at the end of every Venture Forward in VF Talks. Stay safe, stay sane, stay strong, stay sober. You're worth it. Have a wonderful night. Have a wonderful weekend. Take care of yourselves. I love you. And we'll see you Tuesday night for the next episode of the Venture Forward. Fly, be free.
In my blue striped car, she's riding shotgun and she looks like a star. Yeah, she's got the style that makes you think she's made out of gold. She says she likes it better when we go off-road. Yeah. I'm gonna make it worth your while. I'm gonna make it worth your time. I'm gonna make it worth your while. When she's with me, we're like superstars. Windows roll down, radio on. I think we could go far. We don't need money. We can skip that part. All I want is her to be with me. She's got a ticket to my heart. sky is blue, I got the sun in my eyes. It can't get better than when she makes that smile. Yeah, she's got that style that makes you think she's made out of gold. She's turning up the volume on the radio. Yeah. I'm gonna make it worth your while. I'm gonna make it worth your time. I'm gonna make it worth your while. When she's with me, we're like superstars. Windows roll down, radio on. I think we could go far. We don't need money. We can skip that part. All I want is her to be with me. She's got a ticket to my heart. Ticket to my heart. 1, 2, 3, hey, yo.